Welcome back to Days of Our Lives channel. Today we will learn about the shocking developments that are about to rock Salem to its very core. As two major storylines collide in ways that will leave viewers absolutely speechless and desperate for more answers. The life or death crisis at Titan DiMera. The tension at Titan DiMera reaches a fever pitch when what appears to be a medical emergency threatens to change everything we thought we knew about the complex relationship between Phillip Kyriakis and Xander Cook. In upcoming episodes, DOOL spoilers reveal that viewers will witness one of the most heart-stopping moments of the year when Phillip suddenly finds himself in grave danger, gasping for air as a choking incident unfolds before Xander's very eyes. The scene plays out with cinematic intensity as Phillip's face turns an alarming shade of red, his hands desperately clawing at his throat while panic sets in around the Titan DiMera boardroom. The irony of the situation is not lost on longtime fans. Here are two men who have been locked in bitter corporate warfare, yet in this crucial moment, all business rivalries fade into the background as basic human instinct takes over. Xander's reaction is nothing short of heroic as he immediately springs into action, his medical training from his complicated past suddenly becoming invaluable. Without hesitation, he positions himself behind Phillip and begins performing the Heimlich maneuver with practiced precision, applying just the right amount of pressure to Phillip's diaphragm in desperate attempts to dislodge whatever is threatening his rival's life. The dramatic rescue attempt becomes even more compelling when we consider the psychological dynamics at play. Xander, despite all their professional disagreements and personal animosity, doesn't hesitate for even a millisecond before rushing to Phillip's aid. This split-second decision reveals depths to Xander's character that perhaps even he didn't fully understand, showing that beneath the ruthless businessman facade lies someone who values human life above corporate politics. The shocking truth behind the emergency. However, seasoned Days of Our Lives fans know that nothing in Salem is ever quite what it appears on the surface, and this apparent medical crisis may be hiding a much more calculated agenda. Spoilers suggest that Phillip's choking incident might actually be an elaborate test designed to gauge Xander's true character and determine whether his business rival possesses any genuine compassion beneath his often cold exterior. The possibility that Phillip orchestrated this entire scenario adds layers of psychological complexity to an already intricate storyline. If this theory proves correct, it would demonstrate Phillip's willingness to put his own physical safety at risk simply to understand the man he's been fighting against in the boardrooms of Salem's most powerful companies. Such a dangerous gamble would reveal just how desperately Phillip needs to know whether Xander can be trusted in their ongoing business relationship. This potential deception also raises fascinating questions about Phillip's state of mind and his motivations for such an extreme test. Perhaps recent events have left him questioning everyone's loyalty. Or maybe he's considering a partnership with Xander and needs absolute certainty about his character before moving forward with any major business decisions. The psychological warfare implications are staggering. By faking a medical emergency, Phillip would be exploiting Xander's basic human decency and moral compass, using his compassionate instincts as a measuring stick for trustworthiness. Such manipulation, if true, would represent a new level of strategic thinking from Phillip, showing that his time away from Salem has sharpened his ability to read people and situations. Kristen's day of reckoning arrives. Meanwhile, across town in Salem's courthouse, another drama of epic proportions unfolds as Kristen DiMera faces what could be the most important moment of her legal battle. The courtroom atmosphere is thick with tension as the judge prepares to deliver what many believe will be Kristen's final opportunity to alter the course of her fate before sentencing begins. The gravity of the situation becomes crystal clear when the judge poses the critical question that will determine Kristen's future. Does she wish to amend her plea before the court proceeds with sentencing? This moment represents far more than a simple legal formality. It's a crossroads that could completely change the trajectory of Kristen's life and her relationship with everyone she holds dear in Salem. The legal implications of this decision are enormous. If Kristen chooses to maintain her current plea, she's essentially accepting whatever consequences the court deems appropriate for her actions. However, if she decides to amend her plea at this late stage, it could indicate she's finally ready to come clean about the true motivations behind her recent actions, potentially opening the door to reduced charges or alternative sentencing options. What makes this courtroom drama even more compelling is the knowledge that Kristen is carrying a secret that could completely change how everyone views her actions. Her desperate attempts to protect Rachel Black have driven many of her recent decisions. Yet she remains unable to reveal this crucial information without potentially putting Rachel in even greater danger. Brady's unforgiving stance. The emotional intensity reaches new heights when Brady Black takes the stand to deliver his victim impact statement. His voice filled with barely contained anger and disappointment as he addresses the court about Kristen's actions and their devastating effects on his life and family. His words carry the weight of years of manipulation, betrayal, and emotional trauma that Kristen's schemes have inflicted upon him and those he loves most. Sentence her to the maximum sentence allowed by the law, Brady declares with unwavering conviction, his statement echoing through the courtroom like a thunderclap. These words represent more than just a request for harsh punishment. They reveal the depth of Brady's pain and his complete loss of faith in the woman he once loved so deeply, that he was willing to overlook her numerous past transgressions. The tragedy of this moment lies in Brady's complete ignorance of the true circumstances driving Kristen's recent actions. His demand for maximum punishment comes from a place of genuine hurt and frustration. Yet he has no idea that the woman he's condemning is actually sacrificing her freedom to protect their daughter Rachel from threats that could destroy her young life. This dramatic irony creates one of the most heart-wrenching situations Days of Our Lives has presented in recent memory. Brady's righteous anger is completely justified based on what he knows, while Kristen's silence about her protective motives only reinforces his belief that she's unchanged in her selfish manipulation of everyone around her. The hidden truth that changes everything. The most devastating aspect of this entire courtroom drama is the secret knowledge that viewers possess but Brady remains tragically unaware of. Kristen's recent actions have all been motivated by her desperate need to protect Rachel Black from dangers that threaten the child's very existence. This protection has required Kristen to make impossible choices, including accepting legal consequences that could separate her from her daughter for years to come. The complexity of Kristen's situation demonstrates the impossible position she finds herself in as a mother. Her love for Rachel has forced her to become a silent martyr, accepting blame and punishment for actions that were actually attempts to safeguard her child's future. This sacrifice goes unrecognized by everyone in the courtroom, including the man whose opinion matters most to her. The dramatic potential of this secret creates unlimited possibilities for future storylines, as the truth about Kristen's motivations will eventually surface, potentially transforming Brady's perspective entirely and forcing him to confront the reality that his harsh condemnation may have been tragically misguided. These parallel storylines in Salem promise to deliver the kind of emotional complexity and unexpected twists that have made Days of Our Lives a beloved fixture of daytime television for decades, setting the stage for revelations that will shake the very foundations of multiple relationships and force characters to question everything they thought they knew about loyalty, trust, and sacrifice. Days of Our Lives, a season of homecomings, goodbyes, and unforgettable drama. For more than half a century, Days of Our Lives has been a familiar presence in living rooms across America, weaving together love stories, family bonds, betrayals, and redemptions in the ever-dramatic town of Salem. Generations of fans have grown up watching their favorite couples fall in love, stumble through heartbreak, and somehow find their way back to each other. And this fall, as the show heads toward its milestone 60th anniversary in November, viewers are being treated to something very special, a parade of returns, reunions, and heartfelt surprises that will remind everyone why Salem has always felt like a second home. Let's take a closer look at what's ahead and which familiar faces you'll soon see back on your screen. The beloved couple, Jack and Jennifer, return. Perhaps the biggest news for longtime viewers is the return of one of Salem's most cherished couples, Jack and Jennifer Devereaux. Matthew Ashford and Melissa Reeves, who have portrayed Jack and Jennifer for decades, are set to return during the week of September 1, 2025. Their first airdate will be Friday, September 5th, and the episode promises to be nothing short of emotional. Fans can expect the couple to share heartfelt moments with Julie Williams, played by the legendary Susan Seaforth Hayes, along with several other core characters. For many longtime fans, Jack and Jennifer are the very definition of a Days supercouple. Their love story has spanned betrayal, loss, redemption, and countless challenges, yet they always manage to find their way back to each other. Their return feels not just like another casting update, but a true homecoming for viewers who remember watching them grow from young lovers into Salem legends. And that's not all. Their on-screen son, JJ Devereaux, will also be back in town. Played by Casey Moss, JJ returns after a short break, and he will reunite with his parents on September 5th as well. With Jack, Jennifer, and JJ all together again, Longtime fans can expect plenty of family-centered storytelling that captures the heart of what Days of Our Lives has always done best. The big anniversary brings back familiar faces, as the show prepares to mark its 60th anniversary in November. The producers are pulling out all the stops to honor the past and give viewers a true celebration of everything that has made Days special. Throughout the fall, Salem will welcome back a long list of fan favorites. The returning characters include Eli Grant Lamont. Archie expect to see him stepping back into Salem with his trademark strength and charm. Marie Horton. Mary Cheatham. A true nod to the show's roots, Marie is one of the earliest Horton family members, and her return will surely stir warm memories for longtime viewers. Dr. Mike Horton. Rourke Critchlow. Salem's trusted doctor is back, adding both nostalgia and medical drama to the mix. Lucas Horton. Brian Dattilo. A core Horton family member with decades of history, Lucas' presence always brings drama, especially when family secrets are involved. Andrew Donovan. Colton Little. Carrying forward the Donovan legacy, Andrew's return ties into the larger tapestry of Salem history. Will Horton. Chandler Massey. Beloved for his groundbreaking storylines, Will's presence promises heartfelt family scenes. Steve Olson. Steven Schnetzer. Another legacy return, reaching deep into the show's history. Paul. Narrator Christopher Sean. His ties to both the Brady and DiMera families guarantee compelling storylines. Lonnie Price. Sal Storrs. A fan-favorite detective whose return will likely add both heart and intrigue. Sammy Brady. Allison Sweeney. Salem's ultimate troublemaker, Sammy's presence is always dramatic and unpredictable. Eric Brady. Greg Vaughn. As a priest-turned-conflicted man of faith, Eric's return alongside Sammy is sure to deliver fireworks. This remarkable lineup ensures that Salem will feel more alive than ever as it gears up to celebrate 6 decades of storytelling. The Green family drama. In addition to the returns of classic couples and longtime favorites, the younger generation of Salem is also making waves. On Monday, September 1st, Louis Tomeo reprises his role as Aaron Green, while Kennedy Garcia returns as Felicity Green. Their sibling bond will play out in scenes with their sister, Kat, portrayed by Annaline McCord. This family has been quietly growing in importance, and this fall promises to deepen their storylines. Aaron will also cross paths with Uri, played by Marissa Reyes, on Wednesday, September 3rd. These interactions hint at fresh romantic or dramatic possibilities for Salem's younger characters, ensuring that new storylines continue alongside the returns of familiar faces. The DiMera family tensions rise. Of course, no season of Days would be complete without the ever-powerful and ever-treacherous DiMera family plotting their next move. On Thursday, September 4th, the incomparable Thou Penkless returns as Tony DiMera. Salem's resident schemer, Tony will once again be pulled into the complicated world of DiMera Enterprises. Gabby Hernandez, played by Sherry Jimenez, will meet with Tony to report on her plans to seize control of the family empire. Viewers can expect sharp dialogue, corporate intrigue, and the kind of high-stakes plotting that only the DiMeras can deliver. Meanwhile, the next generation of DiMeras is also present. On Monday, September 1st, Carrie Christopher will appear as Thomas DiMera, the son of Chad Billy Flynn. The young actor will share scenes with his on-screen father, offering fans a sweet reminder that amid all the scheming, family love is still at the heart of Salem. Other notable returns and storylines. Rachel Black. Alice Halsey. Rachel continues to appear in Salem, sharing scenes with Tate Leo Howard and Aaron Louis Tomeo on September 1st. The next generation is certainly making its presence felt. Melinda Trask. Tina Huang. Salem's sharp-tongued district attorney is back in action. She first shares scenes with Paulina Price Jackie Harriet on Monday, September 1st, and then step into calm Sophia Rachel Boyd on Tuesday, September 2nd. Melinda's return promises more legal battles, political sparring, and moments of unexpected compassion. A season of nostalgia and new beginnings. What makes this period in Days of Our Lives history so exciting is the way it balances nostalgia with fresh storytelling. Longtime fans will be thrilled to see Jack and Jennifer reunited, Sammy stirring up chaos, and legacy Horton and Brady family members returning to the canvas. At the same time, younger characters like Kat Green, Ari, Thomas DiMera, and Rachel Black are ensuring that the next generation has its chance to shine. The mix of old and new reflects the show's enduring power. Salem isn't just a fictional town, it's a living, breathing community where families grow, secrets are uncovered, and love is constantly tested. For viewers, especially those who have been following for decades, this fall feels like a heartfelt reunion with old friends, even as it ushers in new chapters.